Imagine a world where leaders communicate effectively, where misunderstandings are the stuff of myths. Welcome to the realm of executive communication. In this world, the ability of leaders to communicate clearly and effectively is paramount. It's not just about sending emails or delivering speeches, it's about conveying a vision, aligning teams towards common goals, and fostering a culture of open dialogue. A company's performance, its ability to innovate, and the well-being of its employees can all be influenced by the quality of executive communication. It's like the nervous system of an organization, transmitting signals from the brain to the rest of the body. When these signals are clear and consistent, the organization moves with agility and precision. But when communication breaks down, it can lead to confusion, missed opportunities, and low morale. Think about it. Have you ever been part of a team where you're not quite sure what the goal is, or where different people seem to have different understandings of the same task? That's often a sign of poor executive communication. But it's not just about what is said, it's also about how it's said. The best executive communication is characterized by clarity, precision, and empathy. Clarity ensures that the message is understood. Precision ensures that it's actionable. And empathy ensures that it resonates with the audience, that it makes them feel seen, heard, and valued. So, the importance of executive communication can't be overestimated. It's the glue that holds an organization together. It's the catalyst that sparks innovation. It's the lifeline that connects leaders with their teams. So, if executive communication is this critical, how can we master it? Stay tuned to find out. Clarity, they say, is the cornerstone of effective communication. But in the world of executive communication, it's the entire building. When we talk about clarity in communication, we're not just referring to the absence of ambiguity. It's about transmitting your thoughts, ideas, and instructions in such a way that they're easily understood, digested, and actioned by your audience. It's about making your message impossible to misinterpret. Executives, more than anyone else, need to master this art. They are, after all, the ones steering the ship. Their words can motivate a team, move markets, and mold the future of an organization. So how can they ensure clarity in their communication? Firstly, by being concise. Time is a luxury in the corporate world. No one has the time to decipher lengthy, convoluted messages. Executives need to express their thoughts and directives in as few words as possible. It's not about dumbing down the message, but rather distilling it to its essence. Secondly, avoid jargon. Every industry has its own language, its own set of acronyms and buzzwords. But not everyone speaks that language. Jargon can create a barrier between the speaker and the listener. It can muddy the waters of understanding, so when in doubt, go for plain English. Lastly, focus on the key message. Every communication should have a clear central idea. Everything else is just noise. Stick to your point and make sure it comes across loud and clear. Let's take an example. A good executive communication would be, we need to increase our sales by 10% in the next quarter. It's concise, jargon-free, and the key message is clear. A bad example? In order to leverage our synergistic potential, we need to effectuate a double-digit growth trajectory in the forthcoming fiscal quarter. It's wordy, full of jargon, and the key message is lost in the noise. Remember, clarity isn't just about what you say, but also about what you don't say. Precision in communication is like a GPS for your message. It ensures your message arrives at its intended destination without any detours. Now let's dive into the secret weapon of executive communication: precision. It's not just about saying things correctly, it's about saying them in a way that leaves no room for misunderstanding. It's about making sure that your words paint a crystal clear picture, leaving no room for ambiguity. Imagine the game of telephone you played as a kid, where a message gets distorted as it passes from person to person. In executive communication, there's no room for such distortions. You can't afford to have your message lost in translation. That's where precision comes into the picture. Being precise in your communication means being specific, being concise, and being clear. It's about choosing the right words, the right tone, and the right pace. It's about understanding your audience and delivering your message in a way that resonates with them. So, how can you be more precise in your communication? Well, here are a few tips. First, be specific. Instead of saying, we need to improve our performance, say, we need to increase our sales by 10% in the next quarter. This not only sets a clear goal, but also provides a measurable target. Second, be concise. Cut the fluff and get straight to the point. Remember, in the world of executive communication, less is often more. And third, be clear. Avoid jargon and complex language. Use simple, straightforward words that everyone can understand. Precision in communication is not just about what you say, but also how you say it. And when you master this art of precision, you'll find that your message doesn't just reach your audience, it resonates with them. With precision, you're not just speaking, you're communicating. Empathy in executive communication is like adding color to a black and white picture. It brings your message to life. Imagine a world where every message you convey resonates deeply, creating a ripple of understanding that fosters unity and cooperation. That's the power of empathy in communication. So what exactly is empathy in the context of executive communication? Quite simply, it's the capacity to understand what others are feeling, to see the world from their perspective. It's about acknowledging those feelings and perspectives in the way you communicate. Now you might be thinking, I'm an executive, not a mind reader. True, but empathy is not about reading minds. It's about tuning into cues, listening actively, and responding thoughtfully. It's about being present in the conversation, showing genuine interest, and fostering an environment of openness. But why is empathy so important? Well, empathy establishes trust. It makes your audience feel heard, understood, and valued. When people feel valued, they're more likely to engage, collaborate, and contribute to the collective goals. So, how do you incorporate empathy into your executive communication? First, listen more than you speak. Create a safe space where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings. Use open-ended questions to encourage dialogue and show that you value their input. Reflect back what you hear to confirm your understanding and make sure everyone's on the same page. Next, be authentic. Genuine empathy can't be faked. People can sense when you're just going through the motions. So let your guard down and allow yourself to connect on a human level. Finally, remember that empathy is not about solving problems, but about understanding them. It's not your job to fix everything. Sometimes people just need to be heard. In conclusion, empathy in executive communication is not a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. It's the secret sauce that can transform your communication from mundane to magical. Remember, empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everyone, it means understanding everyone. So, we've talked about clarity, precision, and empathy. Now let's bring it all together. Imagine executive communication as a well-crafted symphony where clarity, precision, and empathy are the three main instruments. Each plays a crucial role, yet their true power is only fully realized when they harmonize together. Clarity, our first instrument, is the rhythm section. It sets the pace and creates a solid foundation. It's the drum beat that everyone follows, ensuring that your message is understood. Next, we have precision, the melody of our symphony. It's the lead guitar, crafting a specific tune that people can remember. It's not about using big words or complex sentences. It's about delivering your message in a way that is direct, concise, and to the point. Finally, empathy, the emotive vocals of our symphony. It humanizes your message, adding the necessary emotional depth. It's about understanding and acknowledging your audience's perspective, making them feel heard and valued. Like a maestro, your role is to guide these three elements, creating a harmonious symphony of communication. It's not about overpowering with one instrument, but finding the balance where each can shine. Remember, clarity ensures your message is understood, precision ensures it's remembered, and empathy ensures it resonates. When these elements work in tandem, you create a communication masterpiece that is not only effective, but also memorable and impactful. Master these three elements and you'll be well on your way to becoming a communication maestro. So, there you have it, the secret sauce to effective executive communication. It's not an overnight transformation, but with practice, you'll see a substantial improvement. Now it's your turn. Take these tips, apply them, and see the difference it makes in your daily interactions. We'd love to hear your experiences, your victories, your challenges. Share them in the comments section. Let's start a conversation, a community of leaders striving for better communication. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights and tips on executive communication. Remember, great leaders don't just lead, they communicate.